Hi everyone, Dr. Tran here from Color Chiropractic, here to give you another fun and exciting interview with Miss Satori Hanson. We're actually going to be talking about some different things. Her and I have worked together for years in regards to referrals and working with massage therapy. She has a very unique approach when it comes to a holistic approach, but she's also got a unique journey. When the pandemic was happening and things were going down, she was actually expanding and actually has even other practitioners. So I'm really looking forward to hearing about her journey, how she's practicing at this point too, and hope this has value for you. So welcome, Satori.
Thank you, Dr. Chan, and I'm honored that you asked me to come do this interview with you. You've always been really inspirational to me, so thank you for having me.
No problem. Well, let's hear about your journey. What is it that inspired you on a career in massage therapy, and how did it kind of lead you up to this idea of holistic approach to massage therapy?
Yeah, so I didn't always know what I wanted to do for a living, and so I had some other interests like martial arts, which I did for about 20 years, and through a lot of exploration, I kind of happened upon massage, just kind of exploring what I wanted to do for a living. And once I started the program and started working on people, I really felt passionate about it. It really brought back some old memories of when my mom had arthritis and taking care of her, as well as different experiences I've had in my life with injury treatment and things like that, and my own training. So it just really made a lot of sense for me in my career. And I've learned a lot because in the beginning I didn't know what holistic meant. And now I've really kind of learned more about that and also how to fit it into my practice.
Nice. To me, it's like the word holistic can mean so many different things, right? And it wasn't really until I started going to different massage therapists that I'm like, hey, they have just as many techniques as chiropractors do, and there's so many different approaches. So, can you kind of explain that from a, let's say, a massage therapy standpoint? What is a holistic approach to massage therapy, and how is it different from traditional?
Yeah, I mean, in general, massage can be holistic right off the bat, but there's also the intent that we put into it. So holistic is really the bringing together and treating people as a whole person
Mm,
rather than just one area per se. So it's really making those mind, body, kind of spirit connections.
mm-hmm.
A lot of people that come in might not be in touch with their physical body or their emotional body. And so, us being able to treat people from a whole person as a whole person is kind of the difference. And it comes with experience. So at Story Massage, we have therapists. Most of us do have a lot of experience, but people right out of school might not be able to tap into that whole person yet. And we have to be careful of our ethical boundaries
Yeah.
on that. But with experience, we can bring in this intuitive approach that can kind of help to treat the whole person.
Yeah. What are also, different types of massages that are incorporated at your practice, and how do you integrate that?
Yeah, we really do so much with all our therapists. We have things all the way from kind of spa treatments like foot scrubs and hot stones. We also do some Eastern methods like cupping and gua sha and ashiatsu, all the way to treatment work with dealing with insurances, dealing with other healthcare providers, and making treatment plans. So we just have a wide spectrum to kind of help everybody with their individual needs. It is just so important because the spa treatments. Some people might seem like, well, that's might not be needed, but the thing is, when people are going through all these kind of medical obstacles, having these things in the self care is so important to people, and just having touch in a way that's not um, uh, so intrusive can be so helpful sometimes to be have that compassion and for people to be able to feel that.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, because it seems like I might get one massage and it's like a really deep tissue, and on the other I'm like having something that's really light, you know. But I can feel the differences in my body, and I know that people have experienced that as well too. So it's not like necessarily the person's hands. It's kind of like there's part of that is in the technique that they're applying.
Sure. I mean, there's a vast amount of massage modalities and manual therapies out there. What I really enjoyed in this, and that I'm still exploring, when I'm bringing therapists on, I really enjoy finding out what they're passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, right now just brought someone in, and her passion is with stretching.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I know that, I can kind of help guide her with that. So I just did my first teaching with that, and that's going to be our special in September. And just being able to kind of tap into what people's specialties are and what modalities they like, it has been a really fun process for me to be able to help not just our patients but also our therapists.
Yeah. I mean, I understand, like, because you've evolved over time to the point where you're really about supporting other therapists rather than trying to take on, a bunch of more new clients. It's a very unique approach because, there's a, more of the administrative hat to it, but there's also an art to really finding the right therapist for that particular client, right? So, like, how do you manage really a client's needs before they even starting the session and maybe even hooking them up with the right therapist? What's your thought process there?
Yeah, well, I've been thinking about this a lot, and it actually does begin prior to them even reaching out. Like, for example, if I have a therapist that really likes stretching and then I'm marketing that, those people are going to see that and they're going to reach out to me. And then I can say, yes, I do have somebody for you.
Mm-hmm.
So there can be levels that actually even start prior to people even contacting me because what we're kind of putting out there and what I'm finding out about the therapist.
Ah.
But I'm really feeling like, so first my catchphrase was to live or limitless living.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I look at it, really what it comes down to is helping people to become their best selves. And that is the patients, first and foremost, but also the therapist. Because what we put out is what we're going to get in return. And so even prior to people contacting me, they're going to hear about some of these things and then reach out to us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, where do you start the process? Yes, when I hear someone reach out to me, I'm going to respond and, tell them who it is. But a lot of times they've already heard about us or heard something about us, and that's why they're reaching out.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's like, yeah, even before actually visiting you, they know quite a bit about that. So, sometimes they already know what they want. Is that right?
And sometimes, yeah, and sometimes they don't. And then when I get those people that reach out, like maybe because we also do insurance, so maybe they're just reaching out because they found us on the Kaiser site or
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start telling me about their issue, and then I can put them with who might be the best fit for them.
Okay. Along with that whole idea going back to holistic, healing, how do you incorporate, let's say the idea of the different approaches that are available in massage therapy to that particular client?
Yeah, so it just really depends. Like I said, there's so many different modalities, and here at Spirit Massage, we're actually more than just massage. We actually have become an integrative health center, and so there's other modalities outside of massage as well that could also help people.
Yeah.
So it depends. Sometimes if I say this person's going to be a good fit because what I'm hearing them tell me,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's also an intuitive thing. But what if their personalities don't get along? There could be other factors. So then we have 5 therapists, and people can try other people and see who's the right fit for their healing journey, because everybody's healing is already inside of them. We're just helping to facilitate that healing. And so what modality, massage or other, is going to be the best fit for their healing is something that can also be a process, and that we're also listening to it, being aware of, and also comfortable to refer out and working with other healthcare providers in the community.
Okay. Cool. I know that you're expanding all the time. It seems like, there's not enough room to hold the different therapists that you have. But also you have some different types of therapists, ones that maybe not even doing massage. Do you care to talk about, your thinking behind that, or something?
Yeah, so in 2020, when I had to kind of close my business for a while, I went back to school for health coaching at the Integrative Nutrition Health Coaching School. And at that point is when I started getting the idea of kind of broadening into an integrative health center. So it is definitely more than just massage. I really like the idea of Eastern medicine and different alternative medicines combined with the Western ideology and treatments. So we have a couple skilled nurses that are each here 1 day a week. One is an RN that does energy healing, and one is an ARNP that does IV hydration and wellness. And so there is the full capacity of integrative health center when you have skilled nurses that are doing Western medicine, but are here doing alternative treatments. So to me, that is something that I really enjoy, and I think it's really important. And I'm really excited to bring that to the community out here in Ferndale.
That's cool. I know that you were set up in different ways. Like, are some of these services, are they covered by cash? Are they, you have cash plans? Is it more of a insurance? Do you have those types of options for clients?
Yeah, so we absolutely have both options. We do take some insurance, and we're all credentialed individually. So it depends on the person. So it depends on the provider. So some of our therapists do PIP claims, and others don't. They do these. So it's kind of up to the therapist or what they're wanting to do. And so it is definitely an individual thing rather than practice. But we do have packages and insurance. Yeah.
Yeah. So PIP meaning personal injury, just for the interviewers there, but also probably work comp cases. You might work with L&I, that type of thing.
Yeah, we're getting reset up with that. I had let that lapse, but I do have some therapists that are interested in doing that. So we've started the process to onboard that as well. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, with the time we've got left, I don't know. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, about how we can find out more about your practice?
Yeah, so I just updated our website. So you can go to satorihealingmassage.com. You can read about our services, our providers, and what we're really about through that site. And that's always evolving, but I think that's probably the best place to go. You can also call me at 360-366-8398. That's our office line if you're wanting to ask more questions, or you could email me at info@satorihealingmassage.com.
Okay, wonderful. Well, that was definitely a fire hydrant of information. I'm sure that there's a lot more to your story that we might be able to hear in the future. But then, the whole idea is, really, we've been working together for a number of years. And I'm glad that the community, my community, as well as other people that see this, are able to see this idea that massage therapy isn't just this one little box. There's like an expansiveness to it. And I love the fact of someone like Satori really incorporating that with other therapists, creating that vision so it's better for the client's overall, health goals. So, Satori, thank you so much for being able to join us today, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hi, everyone. If you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, feel free to share, and subscribe to our YouTube station. If you have any questions or suggestions, we appreciate it. Just email us at info@colorchiropractic.com. And if you want to know more about our practice, go to colorchiropractic.com. We are Color Chiropractic, where healing is achieved through personalized care and collaboration.